and this is no surprise either, hold the Mayo, as we said earlier. Will Levis to the bench, Mason Rudolph back in. The Will Levis experiment, as you've said, Chris, seems to be over. He's under contract for 2 more years. They can keep him around as a cheap backup. Who knows? Maybe some time on the bench. Maybe he'll learn. Maybe he'll grow. He's shown some good. He had a stretch there where he had 2 out of 3 games with passer rating in excess of 120. He's just got that Carson Wentz thing, that Jameis Winston thing, that thing where, and there are quarterbacks out there that try to do more than they physically can. They think they can will themselves to throw the ball more accurately, throw it more strongly, make a better decision, do something with their bodies that they can't do. But they still try it anyway. And Levis is right in that category. And so, Mason Rudolph has not been horrible this year. The Titans have been, though. It really doesn't matter. This is just paving the way to whoever they get next.
That's right. It's over for Will Levis as being the starting quarterback of the Tennessee Titans. They're going to bring somebody in next year. He's going to be the backup, and that'll be it. He, like you said, there's been moments. He's got an explosive arm. We know that. But it's the requisite feel for the position that concerns me, and that will concern the Callahans, Brian Callahan especially, when they watch games or film of him. It's just improper movement in the pocket, improper throws, too many throws that NFL quarterback should hit, that the ball doesn't hit the target. And then you talk about the crazy turnovers on top of that. There's no doubt about that. No doubt. Let alone, I'm just going to say this too, when Vrabel managed him last year and made him look a little bit better, but all these things we're talking about, the concerns I think everybody had about him coming out in Kentucky. And I also think you put yourself, listen, you played a few games last year. There used to be a time and day and age where quarterbacks didn't do national commercials until they've done something in the NFL. Like, you got to play, get to the playoffs, be a starter for a period of time. And he also did that too, which I don't think was a great career move for him. I don't think it makes him look good. And I think people do look at it going, wait, you don't deserve a Mayo commercial or anything on national TV yet. Just play football, keep working. And I think that's a misstep too in this whole process.
Well, it was so weird how it happened because pre-draft there was all this talk about Mayo and his coffee. Wasn't that?
Yeah, exactly right, which wasn't true.
Right. And so, Big Mayo, which has no one who's out there saying how much they love mayonnaise. And frankly, for the record, I hate mayonnaise. Don't put mayonnaise on anything. I won't eat it. But Big Mayo's finally got somebody that's going to bat for him. Let's give this guy a bunch of money to do a commercial. You're right. You have to be aware of how you fit into the broader football ecosystem. And he wasn't at that point where he would be on TV and people would be like, oh, that's normal that this guy who hasn't done anything in the NFL would have a commercial. So I also think this, Chris.
Yeah.
They got the Colts, the Jaguars, and the Texans coming up. They're 3-11. I feel like Brian Callahan really is trying to win here because with the Titans, you never know what the hell they're going to do. They fired Mike Mularkey a year that he made the playoffs.
Yeah, and, right.
They beat the Chiefs.
Yeah.
They lost in the divisional round, and he got fired. And then they fired Mike Vrabel. Like, if I'm Brian Callahan, I don't want to go into the offseason 3-14 because I don't know what Amy Adams Strunk is going to do about me. We've seen plenty of coaches go one and done, and Callahan, I think, has to be concerned about it possibly happening. Not that it will, but it's better to go with a win or two the final 3 weeks. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.